everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm CarolMom.plans, and I am here to do a first plan with me YouTube, and I am nervous as can be. I have always shared how I plan after I plan, but never with doing a video on it. So I have no idea how it's going to go. I may have to do some voiceovers at certain times and maybe speed things up. I'm excited because I'm sharing my entire planning stack. I know I haven't done it yet. It's been late February, but I did want to make sure that what I'm using is what I was going to continue with and make sure it was working for me. And I have fine-tuned it because, as you know, I decided at the beginning of the year I was not buying any more planners. I had so many and I could not use them all as much as I wanted to. So I really had to figure out what system was going to work. I did come close to almost buying 2 planners, but I did not do it. I'm not going to buy any planners until the academic launch. As that gets closer and I've already been using my system, I'll know what I may need or may not need. And I am excited to just use less and show you how I'm using less and how everything has its own purpose, because I am in a multiple, not as many as the past, but I do have a couple planners that I love and adore, and I have to have them. They just help me, and I'm going to share with you how that is. So let's take a look.
First up is my Moxy Life. I am going to set up my goals and ideas for the week before I plan anything, and I do go to my calendar, which is my Laur Den on my desk, kind of see what's going on for the week, and then kind of work around those plans. Some of this I can share, some of it I can't. So I may do a side view of me doing reflections. It was a really deep week this week for me, so I have a lot to write about, and I will show you some things. I have flagged some things. Okay, so I just did a whole review of what I was doing for my week in my Moxy Life, and just found out the camera was not filming when I went to make sure I was in focus. So let's restart this. See, this is why maybe I haven't done a planning with me video, but I love Moxy Life. It's just a weekly goal setting that I do first up before all my planning, and just sort of kind of focus in on, besides the to-dos, but also personal things to make sure that all areas of my life, you know, I'm focusing and they're getting the attention they need. So I'm going to flip you to a page to share some of what I do. And I cannot share the page before this, and this is all covered up. But I just reflect at the end of the day, and it was a sick day yesterday. It was supposed to be a big adventure, fun day with my husband and I. We celebrated our anniversary the day before. I had been kind of going downhill all week with sinus. It's just something I sometimes get. And he had worked late every evening. So we just needed a rest day, and we stayed home, and we didn't do anything. And it was a beautiful day. It was so nice. And I'm recognizing that I need rest, because sometimes I just keep going and then I'm a complete mess and have completely worn myself out. So I will touch up on Sunday this evening, and sometimes I make notes about going forward in the next week, but I will also share my monthly calendar with you. This is my monthly calendar, and like I said, I'm really simplifying my plans, and what that means is I'm not using this as a planner. It's completely for goal planning, so there's no need for me to put any appointments or any to-dos in this. And I didn't want to waste the space, because really just reflecting and talking about your goals and how things went is how you learn and how you grow, in my opinion. So what I do is I just sort of write little blurbs about things that went on, things I liked, things I might be hard, and maybe I need to focus on, like if something was hard here, so then these couple of days I know, hey, let's look at that, let's check that out. And so that is how I'm using my monthly pages. And now what I'm going to do is, since it is Sunday and the end of the week, I will go and do a reflections page. And let me get to it without sharing. Here we are. And this is what I walked you through before I realized it was not even filming. And I went through all my goals, and I checked off that I had done them. And you know, this is what I do. I will also do it midweek. Sometimes, you know, I turn back to this page, you know, let's take a look. What do we have going on? What am I forgetting about? What am I missing? And I'll just keep flipping back and forth. And it's just it's just a great place for me. Like I said, none of these are major big goals. They're just making sure that I'm focused in each area of life and I'm living a well-balanced life. It really keeps me centered. So what I'm going to do now is going to reflect over here on the wins, what I learned, what I need to improve on. And I'm probably going to speed this part up, and I might even film it sideways, like I said, because it will be a little bit personal since it was a bigger week. I did talk about Lent. I did start a Lent notebook, and I have that right here. And so a friend and I we have just made some Lenten challenges for ourselves. I was raised in a Catholic family, and so Lent was a big deal. I'm no longer like a practicing Catholic, but Lent was always something that it was always a nice season to really reflect on being a better, kinder person, and maybe taking some of those habits and spreading kindness. And so that's kind of what my friend and I are doing. And I'm writing about it. It's also my morning pages, and I hope to have these pages filled up by the end of Lent. And this is a Planner Perfect notebook. I love their notebooks, and this is the large, and then here is the A5, and let me zoom out. So there's the difference, and both I love, and it's Jenny's art, front and back, and it's beautiful. Okay. So let's go to reflections, which is where I was going to tell you I do keep all my Moxy Life washi tapes for just some fun decoration. And I also use the date dots, not the date dots. These are called just the Moxy dots. And so then I kind of know when I'm talking about a certain area of life that it's that one, because they are all marked. I think I've showed this before. But that makes it nice that you know exactly what color is for what. So I'm going to turn you sideways and maybe speed that one up. So I have the reflections done, and now I'm going to set my weekly intention and actions. But how I do that is I get out my Laur Den and I look over what's coming up this week, what I need to focus on. And I will also then look at my goal pages or my project board, Kanban board, whatever you want to call it, in the back, and see where I'm at. These are some things in progress, which is my planner closet, my planner room in general is what I'm cleaning out. And then I will look over here to see, is there anything else that, I can start working on? I do know that one of the things we were going to do this weekend, if we had gone on a date, is we were going to get our stain for the porch and all the supplies, so that when we get ready to do the porch project, we already have all of the items we need. And I know my husband is also looking at mulch, so we're going to put this over there. And what else? So this is visit my son and his wife, and we need to make plans to go see them maybe at spring break, or see when they are going to be, available. So I'm going to also add that on my list. So now that I have all those things, I'm going to set up this page, and I will speed that up for you as well.
Here are my weekly actions. I have, for my personal, I have stay with my routines morning and evening. I know what they are. They're going really well, and it really sets me up for success. I want to read more this week. I'm going to look into a spa coming up in the future. My husband got me a really nice spa certificate for our anniversary, and we're working on a baby shower. I have a whole list of to-dos, and little by little, I'm checking that off, so I'm going to keep up with that. I have the day off, that is a day off Monday. By the way, this is messy and it doesn't even bother me. I really want it just to get in there and get after it. And it's about me making steps for progress, not this planner looking beautiful. That is not the purpose of this. Moving on, we're going, working on the shower with Morgan's mom, having a lot of fun. And I also need to plan visit of event space. That's important. Vic and I need to do our plans for Saturday. And along with that is we are going to buy stain and supplies for our porch project. Also, he still has a Christmas wreath on the house. It is way up in the eaves. It is a pain to get down, but the weather's gonna be nice. So I'm going to kind of push him to get that done. And as you see, some of these things sometimes interact with each other, which is what all your areas of life are supposed to do, and why it's really nice to have some balance with them. I am going to make a plan for content. It's starting to get a little bit busier in the season. I am an affiliate for a couple of companies, and I want to make sure that I am ready to go so it's not stressful. And I'm going to post this plan with me YouTube no matter what. Even if it's a fail, I tried. You have to start somewhere is my theory. And I have to reach out to our son about spring break. I want to get in a workout class with my daughter. She lives up in the city and they have some really fun classes. Meal planning is huge for me. I need to know what I'm having each day, have it set, even prepped. That keeps me eating the vegetables, the protein, and all that I need to be able to eat clean. That is really important to me. I am going to try to get outside for walks. I do have a really bad hip issue, so I cannot go very far, but I feel good just getting out. And the weather is going to be beautiful. So whether I'm walking or I'm on my porch, and then my morning workouts, I do weights and Peloton. Those I can do. And I have my Bible study and my prayers daily, my Lent notebook and my intentions, morning pages. I have no spend, see my list. I'm also remembered that I need to start my March budget because we are almost in March. I have my new spending tracker, and anything I purchase, I'm going to keep track of. And I'm moving money to savings this week because I am doing so good. So yay me. And I'm going to keep decluttering my planner room. Every day I can find more things I don't need and try to get rid of. And maybe someone else can use them. We're going to do our projects for the house and the wreath, and I am ready to roll. So now I'm going to set up my weekly planner. So here we have my new week and my Laur Den. This was last week, and I did start redating my weekly pages. This is supposed to be a Sunday start, and I have switched it to be a Monday weekly start, but my calendar is still a Sunday start. And I have the day off. I did use some stickers from Pearmint paper. I love them. And I have my Laur Den sticky pad out in case I need that. And also these. You never know when you need a sticky note when planning, and I do love those so much. I actually flip my planner over when I'm planning. So let's do that, and we will get this started. Also, I will note, I do not list out all my daily, weekly tasks. I have those right here that I can refer to. I also have a check that I have done them. These are my routine. And the reason I do not do that is what I'm finding is when I just put down other things besides cleaning, the things that the actual task I need to get done, like, working on the shower, the invites and stuff like that. I am more apt to do that by not putting in all my tasks for cleaning and housekeep and all that. And I think why that is, this is just my theory. I think that when I check off vacuum, do dishes, do laundry, that I feel like I had a successful day. And then whatever, like say work on invites, I might be like, I did enough today, so we'll just push that on. But by only putting work on invites, that thing is staring at me in the face saying, get this done. And so I think by not putting in those daily tasks that I will do no matter what, it's just a routine, a habit of mine that, without even thinking, I will get it done. And so I'm keeping those off my weekly pages and only putting down the things that I really need to remember, focus on, and think of. So when I'm planning, that's why you will not see all that
all those items. I do clean my house. I clean it daily, but I'm just not adding that on my planner anymore.
I am going to start with the weather. I do have it written down over here so I can reference it. I just make my own doodles. I think it's just fun, and I like to see what the weather's going to be, especially when I get to write 62 degrees and 67 in the middle of February. I think that's fabulous. Tuesday is going to be full sun, yay. And we have 69 degrees in Kansas in February. So it's a gift. And then Wednesday is going to be partly sunny and 71 degrees out. Amazing. I usually only do till Wednesday, but I'm going to go ahead and put Thursday down because I am positive that these warm days are going to stay that long. It is a little bit cloudy and it will be 64, 35. But that's okay. And then what I do also is to make it even more fun. I do get out my Tombow and make that sunshine sparkle. And sometimes I do the clouds, but I will not do that today. Tomorrow I have a meeting with my Laur Den affiliate team. They have a big launch coming out and we get to know about it ahead of time. So that's very exciting. And that is at, well, maybe I shouldn't say all the time. I'm going to keep that one private. So then I'm going to work on the shower list. Called Keegan and Macy. Spring break. We'll just put an abbreviation. I also need to call Event Center. I need to schedule a visit for that so we can see our table set up. What else do we need to do? So for now, that's all I'm going to leave. As it is my day off, I do want to have a relaxing day. So I think that's going to be good. Tuesday is a work day, back to work, and it is also a preschool day, which makes a difference because I have to prep the breakfast for them. So that's a big deal. So I'm going to put that there. And then also we need to get the trash and recycle out. Trash and recycle. I am going to follow up with Parker and Morgan on Easter. That is all we're going to have there. We have another work day, preschool, and library visit on Wednesday. I think I'm just going to put my work schedule in here. So work, preschool. This is picture retakes, which is very interesting with preschoolers. So we have that. Friday is work. And that is an office day. That is when I catch up, get ahead, all that good stuff. And so what else do we have going on? So let's go back to Wednesday. I am going to put a reminder about de-stash planner items because I want to keep on that. I do also need to, I remember I have to get the car wash as well this week. I think that is going to be, I'm actually, you know what? We're going to do this week because that's one of those things that I do not know what day I'm going to do it on. So we'll just do that. I have also shower items to write down. Craft. I have a craft we're working on for tables and meeting time. I'm going to have to set up the meeting time. And what else do I have? Oh, I need to set up my March calendars. So I have my mini LD, that is my Bible study. I have just the regular, and then I have Planner Perfect. So those are my 3 main calendars. My mini is just my Bible readings. My Laur Den and Planner Perfect are the ones that I keep updated at all times about everything I have going on. And let's see what else. Oh, I still need to work on, we need a supper club date. My husband asked about that. And then plans with my friends Sherry and Jane. And important is I need to really start getting work on Go Wild items. Make a list. That's how you start, is with a list. Okay, so let's go back here. Wednesday is also a big meal plan day. What I do is on Thursday, we're gonna put grocery order. So from my meal planning, I will place a grocery order, and then this is Friday has become my grocery pickup day. And then I will run into the store and get shop for produce. I like to pick out my own produce. So that is how, and those are important. Even though I do it every week, it is something I do not like to do. So I have to see it so I can check it off. And then Saturday, I need to make plans with Vic. We're going to keep that open. And Sunday, he is flying out for the week. And so I'm going to have to do a lot of things. And so I know this is my plan time. And it's my work week prep, which means I get all the things done on Sunday for my work week, clothes, meals, get my bags packed and all that, so that my days are just a little bit easier. And that is all I'm going to fill out. So then, you know, when things pop up, I can still add them in. And of course I have to do the weather, but this is how I use my Laur Den. This sits this way on my desk every single day so that I can see these items. And like I said, if I had added in all of these, the focus items would be lost. They would just be a part of jumble. Instead, I'm just going to come over here and check them off. Okay, so what I do over here is I put in workouts and my meals. So I am doing, and I make sure I get a variety of workout. And we start off with weights on Monday and HIIT. I try to get 2 to 3 days of weights. You know, as you age, weights really become more important. Meals, I am not ready. I have to brainstorm meals, so we're not there yet. I will add that in later. Workout is on my Peloton. Then my meals. Okay, so here is my to-do today is just workouts. I do alternate them. I have started putting down what I'm going to do because I do it in the morning really early. And this way I'm like, oh, I don't want to work on the Peloton, but I'm like, I got it down, let's do it. And I try to mix it up. I have cardio weights mix on Fridays, and on the weekends, I keep it open for whatever I feel like. You have to have some flexibility, or life is just not fun. Also, I point out my little gel pen saved me again when I put the wrong thing there. And then my meals, I'll do that separate, and I will work on those. And I also want to share that I have my trackers in here, and let's check. Today is the 18th. And I have already done my Bible. I did morning pages. I did prayers, all part of my morning routine. I am going to unplug after this, so I'm going to go check that off. I have not used my timer. Where is my timer? So I did reconfigure my desk, and so this is a little bit out of sight. So I think what I need to do is put this a little bit front and center. because what it helps me to do is it keeps me on track for when I'm doing social media, or even if I'm journaling or something. I have to have a timer to go off so I can move on to the next thing. And also I know that I have 20 minutes to do this one task, so I just really am focused on it. And it's not something I think I will always have to have, but I am one of those people that I get distracted easily. And so I'm hoping this is going to ingrain a really good habit and focusing on one task at a time. But you know what? I'm going to use my timer when I read today. So that's what I'm going to do. I did make a post today. It's my friend's birthday, Taylor. We had to celebrate her, and it is a nice day. I'm going to get out, even if it's just to play ball with the dog. And I do change the color by the week, and no special reason or rhyme. And we are no spend today, have nothing to buy, no inkling to buy. And then here are my workouts. And yesterday I did get in a small workout. So that was 30 minutes, and I use the Moxy Life, and I think I need to change this color to one of my Tombos, because my Tombos sit out on my desk at all times. These I put in my little drawer with all my Laur Den stuff for when I plan. And then today, I haven't done anything, but today's going to be really nice. So I think I'm going to go for a walk. And so I'm not going to fill it out yet, but I just put a dot for the days I go for a walk. The slashes means that I had worked out with weights. So we are good. Here we have the Planner Perfect. This is A5, and this is what is going with me everywhere. And so I'm going to show you. Gosh, I'm sorry. I feel like this is already a long video, and I really do try to keep my videos short. So this is my two sub box, a planner, and this is a journal. And I'm actually, this next one that comes in, and I was really hoping I would have it today to show you, is going to be an A5 size. I have moved into A5 from this narrow size. And then here is the calendar that I keep updated along with my Laur Den. So these two calendars, this and Laur Den, are always synced together and are my main calendars. They're the only ones I duplicate, and I carry this with me, and this is for the whole year. And I put in all of the birthdays and important things, and that keeps me scheduled on the go planning. There is just a notebook I have for list. It's called my Commonplace notebook. And I have my shower list. I have, this is my weekly brain dump. And any thoughts or ideas I put in here, and then I even check those off so I know where that all is. And here's my shower list. Then some affiliate tabs here for things going on. I'm going to start planning Easter. And then back here is Go Wild, and this is what I need to get done. And I mean, these are some of the items I know I need to focus on. And I just added yesterday this little folder. So this is our new our new school calendar. I have transparent sticky notes here that I use for my tabs. I love them. I can reposition them, get rid of them when I don't need them. And it's nothing permanent, which I like. And here I'm going to put, I think, some family photos in here. And then, of course, maybe a pretty cover. And this is just another way to keep some more information. By the way, I just realized I completely spelled index wrong. There's no N. I'm missing the N. So a big sticker will be going over that. We will be fixing that. And here is a pocket for the back. This other one is a zip pocket. And like I have a birthday card I have to get out this week. And I'm also going to add in stamps. So I have those with me. And then this is, I can't share it with you, but this is my spending tracker. So each month I have, I will keep track. I also have my things I am on my list to buy are back in the back. And that will also go with me because it is a goal of mine to save, not spend. And you have to see it to live it is how I feel. But let's take a look at my plan book. And I am going to note one thing. It does have a calendar.
I update it a little bit. I don't worry about it. I don't go off this calendar. This is just because I keep all these little booklets, my planners, and it's just an overview of some memories. So sometimes I don't have everything in here, but it's just pretty. I just like it. And then goal pages. The shower information I realize is going to carry over, so that's why I put it in my commonplace. And then here is some launch information. These are my weeks. And here we are. This is my week this week, and I'm going to get this set up. And I feel like it's going really long, and some of this stuff is going to be the same as my Laur Den. So I'm going to just work on this and then share it when I'm done. And then here are my pages. And I have, as you see, I already have put some information on them, but they are just ready to go for the week. So I have my Planner of Perfect books all set up, and I do take them out when I'm planning. I'm hoping that when I get my A5 size, I can even plan right in my book because they should lay a lot flatter, which I'm excited about. I do have to put some more pretties in my pocket over here. I do like to make that look nice. And I usually have the February one out somewhere, so I have to look for that. I think I was planning over by I have a chair back there that I was sitting and working on stuff. But let me show you what I have. I have in my journal, I started using this as my grocery list. So I've already started working on meals, and then as I fine tune it, I will add them to my Laur Den. And then I did have to get into more detail with some stuff coming up, this is why I use this system. I can put a lot of details, and then when I need to, even more notes back here. But I have my days that I started, and this is my weekly list. Like, it might not have to be done today or tomorrow, but it needs to be done this week. And I don't have hi, Norton. Norton just loves to say hello. So it's just a running list that I'll get to it when I figure out the time. And part of my focus is just enjoying these sunny days. But here are a few tasks I know that day. I did have to cover up some info. Wednesday, some other items. And of course, Thursday's going to be gorgeous, so we're going to get outside for that. Friday is just really groceries and work. And I have not set this week up because I'm thinking when I get my new planner for March, I may jump into it right away. I don't normally do that. I like to finish the month out, but I am pretty excited about trying out the new A5 size in my plan book. I have never used A5 plan book before. I've used all these books, but not an A5 planner. So it's going to be interesting. And then also, I forgot to add this on my Laur Den. That is my sister's birthday. And I also have another birthday, and I did not do a very good job about double checking for those events on my calendar because they are on the calendar, which is why I like these two systems, because I catch it either one place or the other. I will be able to catch it. So that is my plan with me in my planners. The only thing I have left off is my Erin Condren. Let me get this cute. Isn't that, I love that clip so much. I still am very much in my Erin Condren. Look at this little chunk. But it is most definitely my memory planner. And I got a little behind. There's February. I was sick this week, or that week. And so I got a little behind. And the other night, there was a card from a friend. I put those in. And let's see if I can get to that page. So this is basically decorating and back planning, and I did it very, very quickly. But I do like to put what I've done for the day and then some little memories in my workouts. I don't know if I'm going to keep this size. I feel like it's a lot of space sometimes. And, maybe getting our new grandchild, though, that I may change my mind and may really document things. But as you see, so I will fill in all the memories from this week and thoughts, and I still will set this up. But I will do this just like as I'm watching TV or just come in here and just fiddle around because it is fun. It is like, I feel crafty. And if you haven't seen it before, I do fill in. At times there is just a ton of stuff, and I just love it so much. So it's definitely in London Gifties. Hello. So yeah, so there is this. This is the memory planner.
Okay, there we have it. My first planning with me video. Let me know what you thought. I appreciate you tuning in and watching my channel. And if you have any questions at any time about any of the products I use, please reach out to me. I love talking planners. And as always, you can find me on IG at mom.plans. And my friend Taylor and I also have a Facebook group called Planning with Carol and Taylor. So everyone have a great day and enjoy those planners.